Good afternoon, everybody. This is Andrew Gazdecki, the CEO at Business Apps. Happy Friday. I definitely am stoked to have every single one of you joining us today. Join with me is Carlos Carranza, part of our reseller success team. So if you guys, as always, if you have questions at any time during this webinar, feel free to type them into the chat box and he'll do his best to answer those questions. So today's webinar is pretty much entirely on how to make mobile app and mobile website sales to small businesses. So we have a lot of great content to go through, so I'll get right to it. So to start, the number one thing that I wanted to convey when selling any sort of product is you really want to understand the product that you're selling. So before you guys go out and venture into making app sales, speaking to small businesses, in my opinion, the first step to really being successful selling mobile apps and mobile websites is to become a business apps expert. And what I mean by this is to really understand our product, understand how it works, understand the benefits, the features that we offer, how to create beautiful applications. And becoming a business apps expert is actually really easy to do if you guys are able to set aside even just a couple of hours. We have a ton of information available to you. And that includes we have recorded app design training webinars. We have recorded previous app sales training webinars. We have a full help desk with just a wealth of information about every aspect of our program. So number one, learn our product, learn our system, become a business apps expert. And if you're an existing reseller, for those of you that are already joined with business apps and you are white labeling our software and selling mobile apps and mobile websites to small businesses, feel free to set up a reseller orientation at any time. And these orientations can be absolutely excellent for any sort of questions you have, from how to market your mobile app company, how to make sales, how to cold call, or just how to set up an app. Whatever you have questions about, we have a full support team that is dedicated to your success. So utilize those resources. And if you look at the bottom, the image that I've included, that's where you're going to find all this content. That's where you're going to find the recorded webinars, the sales training, the app design training, and then also in your reseller dashboard, you can find the help desk and the link to schedule a reseller orientation. So let's talk about your first app sale and your first mobile website sale. Those, in my opinion, are usually the hardest. Once you get the hang of the sales process and you make the first mobile app sale, it becomes much easier to make the second and the third and the 10th and potentially the 100th or the 1,000th after that. So in this webinar, I'm really going to focus on the basics of landing your first app sale. And to start, I definitely recommend to utilize the free marketing materials that we offer our resellers at Business Apps. And these marketing materials, they're found in the Marketing Center inside your reseller dashboard. Again, if you look at the image at the bottom right there, you'll see that Marketing Center with the little house on it, and that's where you're going to find a wealth of useful materials that are included free for you to use. And those items include everything from example PowerPoints to example email scripts, example call scripts. We also have example sales proposals. We also have example credit card processing forms, PayPal processing forms. We have a white labeled how it works videos, infographics. There's a wealth of marketing materials available to you to basically take all the guesswork out of how to professionally market your small business, how to reach out to small businesses and convey the message of how important mobile is. So if you haven't already, step one to landing your first app sale is to utilize the free materials that are available for you. You don't need to design all your marketing materials. The Marketing Center is always growing, and if you haven't checked it out, I recommend doing that immediately after this webinar. We have a ton of useful materials that will definitely benefit any mobile app company. So number two, to landing your first app sale, and that's going to be understanding the return on investment features that we offer. For a small business, they're always wondering with any product that they utilize in their business is how is this going to help my business grow? Where am I going to see a return on investment? How is this going to bring new customers into my business, or how is this going to help me bring my existing customers back? And at Business Apps, we put a huge focus on developing these sort of return on investment features. And just a brief list of the type of features that we consider to be return on investment features. These include things like push notifications. These are absolutely excellent for business to really send out any sort of message to their customer base, whether, for example, maybe they're having a slow afternoon at a restaurant. They can send out a free coupon. They can notify customers about maybe a happy hour coming up. Whatever it may be, push notifications are an extremely powerful and cost-effective way for small businesses to keep in touch with their customers, their specials, their events, whatever's going on in their business. Push notifications are included free with every single app that you guys offer. So those are definitely a huge benefit for a business. And then also things and features that encourage commerce inside a mobile app and a mobile website is absolutely huge. And these include features like our shopping cart tab, our merchandise tab, which is a newly designed feature specifically for items with multiple sizes, multiple items, such as a shirt that has, maybe multiple colors and multiple sizes. It's similar to our food ordering system with the customization. You can print out receipts. It's just a very robust commerce feature that you can include not only inside your mobile apps, but also your mobile websites. So if you haven't checked out the merchandise feature, definitely check that out. It's pretty much brand new. We released it just last week, and that's available on not only mobile apps, but also mobile websites. Also check out our newly designed reservations tab. That's perfect for hair salons, golf courses, tanning beds, just any sort of business that has a service that you would book in advance. That feature can help increase the amount of reservations that are booked for the business and also decrease the amount of reservations that are canceled by the customers because there's built-in notifications. And it's really tailored to help improve any sort of business with a reservation service. And again, the list goes on. Food ordering tab, we have 3 different types of loyalty programs available to you. And also just integrating social media can have a huge return on investment for a small business. Really just increasing their social media presence on Facebook or Twitter or LinkedIn. However they're currently marketing, a mobile app and a mobile website can help improve those existing marketing channels and kind of have a synergetic effect when used together. And if they're utilizing things like a newsletter, a mobile app can also help grow their newsletter. When you first launch a mobile app, you can have it prompt for the user to join the newsletter. So again, it's really powerful when you have a product that works alongside other existing marketing channels that small businesses engage in, such as social media or a newsletter that they send out. And then also, our platform allows you to develop really beautiful apps and beautiful mobile websites. And there's a lot of value in looking good. There's a lot of value in standing out from your competition, and utilizing our software, you can definitely build an exceptionally looking app. And there's many other features, but those are some of the main ones. But understanding the return on investment features and being able to convey the benefit of these features to small businesses is really important when you're pitching them, when you're working on closing the deal, convincing them that mobile can help grow their business. Understanding the return on investment features is a great place to start. Moving on. My number three piece of advice for landing your first mobile app sale is to understand industry statistics. If you search on Google just mobile statistics, you'll get a wealth of information for just about any sort of industry that you're targeting, how mobile can help grow their business, how small businesses view mobile, and then also things like how customers view mobile too. If you look at this infographic right here, you'll see that basically what this is saying is customers expect a mobile experience at this point. So not having a mobile website and not having a mobile application for a business is simply just not an option. And by not having a mobile experience available for customers, they are potentially losing customers and losing those customers to their competition. And this was a survey done by Google. There's, like I said, a wealth of other industry statistics available. So I recommend going through, just spending maybe an hour or two understanding industry statistics and seeing the stats that really apply to the markets that you're targeting, and then conveying those when you're actually out there pitching the businesses, and really letting them know how powerful marketing is. And again, mobile is the fastest growing industry in history, and letting them know that the mobile era has definitely already reached capacity, and the growth of mobile is absolutely staggering, and it's continuing to accelerate. So definitely understand the mobile industry stats. And then just some other cool industry statistics that I gathered for you guys really quickly. 47% of the U.S. are now using smartphones, and it's definitely expected that number is going to increase extremely rapidly in the next year or two. But that's where we're at now. Basically, half of the people, 1 in 2 people, are using a smartphone, and for a business, that's pretty much half their customer base. So marketing to those customers is very, very important. And then ComScore recently has found out that more people are now using apps than mobile web browsers. So what this says is customers in some cases prefer apps over mobile websites. I personally know I do. Mobile apps just have a much more robust experience. It is the most engaging experience that you can possibly have on mobile. And it's now showing that people are definitely agreeing with this and using apps more than mobile websites. Another study showed that 58% of people say they can't be away from their mobile phone for more than an hour. So what that kind of says is that when you leave your house in the morning, you're really only taking your keys, your wallet, and your cell phone. The cell phone is with you at all times. It's always on. It's always available. And from a marketing perspective, being able to market to a customer on a device that is always with them, always on, and always available, is really exciting. And if a small business has an opportunity to market to that device, it's definitely highly recommended they take advantage of that opportunity. And then a last statistic is 84% of small businesses saw a return on investment from mobile marketing. So this is pretty much just case in point. Mobile marketing is really powerful, and investing in a mobile solution, whether it's a mobile app or a mobile website, 84% of those small businesses saw a return on investment from providing a mobile marketing solution to their customers. So to sum it up, mobile is very important. It's definitely something that every small business should be looking to include into their marketing plan. And it's not expensive either. So conveying how important it is, and just showing these trends about how more and more people are relying on mobile devices to not only find businesses, but also to purchase products that a business offers. Okay, and then moving on. So number 4 in this presentation is really understanding apps versus mobile websites. We get asked this all the time. What's the difference between a mobile app? What's the difference between a mobile website? Why should we get an app if we can only get a mobile website? The thing that business apps, our approach to this is we focus on both. We don't put our chips on one side of the table because we understand that some customers prefer apps and some customers prefer mobile websites. So what business apps allows you to do is we allow you to offer both. We're pretty much one of the only platforms in the world that allows you to not only develop a beautiful mobile website, but to also develop native iPhone apps, native Android apps, and native iPad apps as well. So we basically allow a small business to have a complete mobile marketing solution at a very affordable cost. And to just elaborate a little bit more on the differences between mobile apps and mobile websites, in my opinion, mobile websites are very good for customer acquisition. For example, if you're doing a Google search, you're looking for maybe a restaurant in your local area, and you stumble on this restaurant and they have a mobilized website, that's very good and increases the chances of the user or the customer dialing the business and potentially going and purchasing whatever they're offering, food, or their products, services, whatever, mobile websites are great for finding that customer on Google and then leading them to your business. And then a mobile app is great for customer loyalty. It's something that's downloaded onto their phone. It stays with them. It's always on. The user experience on a mobile app is unparalleled compared to any sort of other marketing solution available. It's basically the highest quality mobile product available. And like I said, it's always with them. It's always on. If they're a big fan of a restaurant, you can help encourage customer retention and customer loyalty through really robust features such as loyalty programs, integrated mobile food ordering system, shopping cart features, push notifications, just the ability from a business's standpoint to be able to have a customer literally download their entire business onto their phone, again, is a really exciting opportunity from a marketing perspective. So mobile websites are great for customer acquisition. Mobile apps are great for customer loyalty and retention. And a small business will definitely tell you that customer retention is much more important than customer acquisition. So both combined, a small business has a complete mobile marketing strategy. So at Business Apps, we believe that you should have both. You shouldn't just focus on a mobile website and not a mobile app. You shouldn't just focus on a mobile app and not a mobile website. You should really be looking to incorporate both of these products into your marketing strategy because they both have their place, they both have their use. And the best part about Business Apps too is we allow our resellers to create unlimited and free Android apps and mobile websites. So basically what this means, if you're a current Business Apps reseller or you're thinking about potentially working with our company, we allow you to create an unlimited amount of Android apps and mobile websites completely free. And there's a couple reasons why we decided to do this, and I'll kind of dive into that later in the presentation. And the fifth part about landing your first app sale is to really understand the small business sales process. And what it really comes down to is it's a numbers game. It includes a lot of cold calling, cold emails. It includes a lot of follow-ups. But most importantly, I think the most important part about the mobile app and mobile website sales process with small businesses is having an objective. For every time you call a small business or every time that you email a small business, it's really important to have an objective and a reason for this call or email. And that objective, in my opinion, is to get them to preview the application. With our platform, we can allow you to develop a mobile app and a mobile website simultaneously in about 10 or 20 minutes. You can have a beautiful demo for them to look at. And then what that does is it steers the conversation away from, should I purchase a mobile app or mobile website from you? And it moves it into a conversation of, how can I customize this app for my business? Because, our product looks absolutely fantastic. And when you show it to them, especially in person, the conversation quickly turns into your favor. And it's, how can I tweak this for you? What kind of features would you like to include? Are there any sort of, image adjustments you'd like me to, implement inside your mobile app and your mobile website? So we really tout a 5-step process for landing sales with small businesses, and the 5 steps is simple. It's you want to contact them, you want to reach out, introduce your company, introduce your product, and after that you want to get them to a point of interest, and that's where they kind of understand the importance of mobile, but they're really not kind of sure of what you can offer them. And once they're at interest, you want to move them over to preview. You want to offer, hey, I'll give you a free mobile app preview. There's no strings attached to this, no cost involved. I'd be happy to send you over a mock-up of how your mobile app and mobile website is going to look. And then from there, that's when the conversation really starts turning into a closing conversation. It's, how can I customize this? How can I, tailor this specific to my business's need? And that's where you're going to begin to negotiate the price of your mobile apps and your mobile websites. And then after that, that's where you seal the deal and you've won the contract in the small business's business. So to sum that up, it's first step, contact; second step, interest; third step, getting them to preview your product; fourth step, closing; and then the fifth step is obviously the best step. That's where you win the business. So what I'm going to do at this time is I'm going to hop over into the Business Apps Reseller Dashboard, and I'm just going to show you some of the tools that we have been developing to help make mobile app and mobile website sales even easier. To start, I'd like to quickly show you guys our Marketing Center too, for those of you that haven't had a chance to look at this yet. And we really run down everything you need to know about the sales process with small businesses. And again, we include a ton of free marketing material documents, such as we have an example credit card processing form. And this is what it looks like right here. It looks absolutely beautiful. It makes you look really professional. It's easy to customize. You can set your own pricing. You can set, for instance, if you look right here on step 3, you can input whatever your professional design cost is, whatever your monthly maintenance fee is. And it also explains it too. It says, monthly maintenance pays for the client portal, for easy content changes, unlimited app content hosting, unlimited push notifications, and app analytics access. So that's probably a common question. Why is there a monthly maintenance fee? And if you do utilize these credit card processing forms, kind of takes care of you. So definitely check those out. They're fully customizable. You can put your logo on it. If you guys accept, say, PayPal, you want to accept all your payments through PayPal, we have PayPal processing forms, which are very, very similar to the ones that I had just shown you. We also have some cool things like an example marketing brochure, or excuse me, a mobile app proposal. So if you look at this, when you're getting close to a point of closing a sale, you can customize this for the client. What it does is it breaks it down what you're going to do for them. It shows them a little introduction about your company. And this is a Word doc, so you can easily customize every aspect of this. And it just goes over your company, what you're looking to provide them, what sort of features and benefits they're going to see from a mobile app and a mobile website. And it also gives, a lowdown of all the features that you offer, the process of getting started, the pricing, what they need to do. So definitely check these out. These are included completely free. There's no additional cost associated with using these. So if you haven't, definitely check those out. And again, we have a full PowerPoint available to you if you want to utilize, a pre-made PowerPoint. You can just either use that on your computer during a presentation, or you can do something like potentially just print it out. You can put it in, say, a notebook, and then just walk around, local businesses in your area and, flip through this PowerPoint presentation with them. And right there can lead you to, the previous step. You can go all the way from contact to preview just by showing them this PowerPoint. So definitely check this out. We also have some really awesome front-end website templates too. So for those of you that don't have a front-end website up yet, or you still haven't joined the program, we definitely offer a wealth of free front-end website templates. We have a ton of white labeled infographics. These infographics right here are awesome for client follow-up. So for businesses that are kind of on the fence, it's really a good idea to keep in touch with them. And a great way to follow up is to just say, hey, John, check out this infographic. It has a ton of really interesting stats on the growth of mobile, and I think it might be an interesting read for you. If you change your mind, you have interest for a mobile app and mobile website, let me know. It's just a great way to keep in touch and also providing some sort of utility and value with that follow-up. If we scroll down right here, we also have a beautiful white labeled How It Works video available for you guys. We have white labeled training available for not only your clients, but also maybe your in-house developers or designers, whoever you have working, developing your applications. And again, we really just break down pretty much everything you could possibly need to be successful starting a mobile app company. We have cold calling scripts. We have email scripts available to you. And again, the list goes on. So definitely check out the Marketing Center if you haven't already. The recorded webinars, pretty straightforward. We record every webinar that we do. So this one will obviously be posted in this Vimeo webinar channel probably later Saturday, so definitely check that out if you guys have to leave today early. But watch all the other webinars too. We have literally hundreds of hours of helpful material available to you to help really understand our platform and, like I said previously, become a business apps expert. Okay, so what I'm going to do at this time is I'm going to show you guys the new CRM tool that we've been working on at Business Apps. And this is a tool that I've personally worked on. I'm really excited about it. And the general idea with this tool is, after really speaking to a lot of resellers, is some of our resellers just simply don't have any existing clients. They don't have an existing list of contacts to go over. And what the CRM does is allows you to find small business leads in your local area. You can categorize them by industry and other numerous optional criteria based off the marketing that they're currently doing. And then you can easily track their sales. So, for example, if we click import leads right here, we'll be taken to a page that will allow us to select from an industry. There's a huge industry drop-down list with really pretty much every sort of industry you could possibly think of. And these leads pull from Google Places too, so it's pretty much all the local businesses in your area. And just as an example, I'm going to do something like the restaurant industry. We use San Francisco. Maybe I'll type in, Chinese or something like that. And what this is going to do is this is going to pull a huge list of potential leads for me. And from there, you can pull these leads into the simple sales pipeline for you to easily track the sale. It couldn't be easier. So as you can see, this is just a huge list of Chinese restaurants in San Francisco. And if you look at the numbers right here, I have Skype installed for easy Skype calls. So you can install Skype and just call these people with a headset on from your computer. It's very easy to do. You can also view their website. You can view their location. And if you want to import these businesses, you would either click these ones on the right, import leads, or if you want to import more than one lead at once, you would click these boxes on the far left and import those into your pipeline. So as you can see, I just imported these leads over into my sales pipeline, and what this does is it's a really simple way to track your sales. We really believe that, we started recommending some of the more complex, confusing customer relationship management tools like Salesforce, but we quickly found that they're just too complicated, they're too difficult to use. So this CRM, it's very simple, and the 5-step process that I had mentioned earlier is baked in. So you start at contact. Like, let's pretend that I was really going after Ming's restaurant, and I spoke to him. So I'll click contact, and at any time I could place notes. So I can say, spoke to the owner. And now that's going to be a comment that I can read at any time. And then maybe, I got him to a point of interest where, agreed to see a preview app. And again, I'm just keeping notes on the sales process. And when I move over to preview app, I could say, loved the preview app, have another meeting next week. And then these notes will be stored all in here. So when I click Ming's restaurant, I'll be able to see all the notes that I have kept inside the sale to really allow me to, like I said, keep track of everything. Now closing, maybe you could write something like, agree to 2,000 setup fee and 50 a month maintenance fee. And you see how easy it is to just really keep track. It's really that simple, and in my opinion, this is how the small business sales process works. You contact them, you want to get them to a point of interest, you want to actually show them the product. With business apps, it's so easy to create a demo application. You can literally create, 50 demo apps in a day easily. Just spend 10 minutes each. That's 6 an hour. Maybe not 50, but let's say 20. And showing them that preview app is so powerful because it really steers the conversation away from, why should I work with you? And it steers it over to, how can we customize this more to my business? This looks absolutely fantastic. And when they can touch and feel the product, it turns the sales conversation in a totally positive direction. and your benefit. So definitely follow this. You'll contact, interest, get rid of the preview, start to close, and then when you're done, you're going to click 1, and then this is going to disappear over into your completed deal section. But if you want to view the notes that I just placed, we can go back in there. I just clicked Ming's Restaurant, and as you can see, all the notes that I just placed inside of this client right here are all kept. And I can edit them too if I want to add more notes at a later time. And then you can also track your progress too. If you click more metrics right here on the right hand side, you're going to be taken to a beautiful dashboard that shows you basically how your sales are looking. Right now I have 22 active deals. My active pipeline is $5,200. All time I have 26 deals. Average deal value is 440 bucks. Hopefully your guys' numbers are a little bit higher than my example numbers, but this right here is a great way for you to just keep track of your sales, see how you're doing, track your progress, and then the coolest part is helping you find new businesses to contact. So again, if we wanted to do something totally different, let's say you're targeting maybe lawyers in San Francisco or something like that. I would go to the lawyer category. I'll just type in my city, San Francisco, and search leads. And as you'll see, we'll get a ton of lawyers that we can potentially contact. It's pretty much all the lawyers in San Francisco because it's pulling from Google Places. And it applies to every sort of industry. If you're going after accountants, if you're going after chiropractors, whatever sort of industry that you're focusing on, you will definitely be able to get leads for that. So as you can see, I see things like San Francisco District Attorney's Office, Spring & Associate, just a wealth of leads that I can easily import, and within 5 minutes I have a full list of potential businesses to contact. And one of the coolest things about the opportunity that pretty much everyone has right here is all of these businesses that I'm pulling up, that entire list of leads, I would say that maybe 98% of them don't have a mobile app and they don't have a mobile website. So there's a huge opportunity right there to reach out to these businesses, contact them before someone else. And one of the best parts about working with business apps is your product is pretty much the best in the market. So utilize this resource. Reach out to as many small businesses as possible, and utilize this tool to easily keep track of your sales. So just moving forward with the PowerPoint presentation. Again, I always like to really iterate just understanding the market opportunity, because it's really good to stay motivated when making these sales, because you guys really are kind of getting in on the ground floor. I think I read a stat recently that maybe 95% of restaurants don't have any sort of mobile presence, and the hospitality industry is actually the industry that is most active in mobile marketing. So from wherever you're sitting right now, you can kind of think of it as you have maybe 100 businesses that you can sell to. So really understanding that, this is a product that is proven that businesses need, and if they don't have a mobile marketing solution, they're actually losing business to the competition. So in a sense, you guys are helping small businesses grow. So understand that opportunity. This is kind of we're just hitting the surface of where mobile is going to go, and it's clearly showing that we're quickly entering a mobile-first world. So definitely understand that. I hope that motivates you. So to just go over some of the basic details, what are you guys offering? So you guys are offering native mobile apps for iPhone and Android. That means an iPhone app that is uploaded into the iTunes App Store and an Android app that is available in the Android Marketplace. You're also offered a mobile website with a redirection script. So you're giving them apps that appear in the app stores, and you're also mobilizing their existing website too. So you have that complete mobile marketing solution available to these small businesses. And to just go over our pricing too, and kind of the strategies behind it, is Android apps are included free and unlimited. That means you can legitimately create 1,000 Android apps under the Business Apps Reseller Program, and there'd be no additional cost. And that is the same for mobile websites too. Those are included free and unlimited. And the reason that we did that is when a business launches an Android application, the first thing their customers usually say is, where's the iPhone app? I have an iPhone. I think you have an awesome app, and I'd really like to download it on my iPhone. So it can be a great way to get your foot in the door. You're offering a free Android app, and if it's relatively successful, they're going to be asking that you develop the iPhone version, and that's where you can accept that payment and really sell them on the premium mobile marketing product. Or if you just want to do one-time fees, let's say you have a business that isn't interested in having a monthly hosting cost, you can give them an Android app and a mobile website, for $500 or up to $2,000, whatever your pricing is. And then the iPhone apps are the $30 a month cost with bulk discounts in place too. So definitely utilize those things. Android apps are free, mobile websites are free, and if you have a client that's interested in an iPhone app, those are also really affordable, just at $30 a month. So how much should you charge? We get asked this pretty much all the time. So to break it down, pretty much the averages that we see, we highly recommend that you include a setup fee from anywhere from $500 to $2,000. We actually have some clients that have a setup fee as high as $5,000. It really depends on the market that you're going after. For example, if you're targeting, taco trucks, your pricing might need to be a little bit lower than if you're targeting, high-end, resorts in Europe or something like that. So yeah, work with that. And the reason you want to have a setup fee too is because you're providing value on top of our product with your market expertise and your design expertise as well. So you're taking care of everything for this client, and you should definitely charge a setup fee for those services. And on top of that, I do recommend including a monthly hosting fee, especially if you're releasing an iPhone application. iPhone apps are usually set around $50 to $100 a month, but again, we've seen it as high as $250 to $300. It really depends on your market, but I personally think the sweet spot is about $1,000 setup fee and maybe $75 to $100 a month for an iPhone app. And then you can also provide more service with these pricings too by letting the client know that maybe you'll manage the applications for them, maybe you'll provide revisions, maybe you will send out push notifications for them, kind of take care of their whole mobile marketing campaign, and then obviously charge for doing so. So some other great sales strategies that we always like to encourage at Business Apps. Like I said previously, feel free to offer free Android apps to businesses. It really is a great sales strategy because if a business has any of their customers downloading it, the second thing that their customers are going to say is, first thing is, nice Android app. The second thing is, where's the iPhone version? In a sense, their customers will almost, encourage the business for you to, purchase an iPhone version of their application. So you can experiment with that. You can try it out, see if it works for you. It's definitely worked for some of our other resellers, so we definitely recommend doing that. If you run into a client that isn't interested in paying one-time fees, feel free to just offer a mobile website and an Android app for one-time fee. They're included free to you, so that's perfectly okay with us, and that could definitely be a great way to see a return on investment in working with us. Another idea, if you're just getting started, you haven't launched any iPhone apps yet, you're just on the ground floor, one idea is to create a free iPhone app for a popular restaurant or business or someone or some establishment in your local community that would have a lot of people utilizing the app. And from there you can get additional exposure for your business, potentially get some other clients, and potentially a great referral too, because those are really important. One of the first things that people will ask you is, can we see some of the apps that you've designed in the past? And we have a ton of example apps for you guys to utilize if you haven't developed any sort of applications yet. So feel free to ask if you're targeting, say, realtors or whatever sort of industry. We have a ton of industry examples we can give you. But having one with your name on it can be really beneficial when first starting out. So in conclusion, I'm just going to kind of give you a summary of everything that I've gone over today. And the steps to really being successful selling mobile apps and mobile websites. The first thing is become a business apps expert. You really need to understand the product that you're selling inside and out. You need to understand how to build the applications, the features that involve, the features that have a return on investment for small businesses. And you could do that by, watch our previous webinars, go through our help desk, ask questions, um, basically know our platform in and out and become a business apps expert. Number two, utilize the resources that are available to you. And what I mean by that is utilize the marketing materials that we've created for you. They're professionally designed. They're extremely helpful. They'll save you a ton of time and allow you to focus on other things like reaching out to businesses and really focusing on sales and not on marketing and creating materials. So it'll save you time, money, and headaches. Definitely utilize resources that we've developed for you. And understand the value of mobile. Understand how a small business is really going to be productive by utilizing, an app and a mobile website for their marketing strategy. Understand the features and how to get it all set up. Basically be an expert of mobile and be able to convey these benefits to the small business. Number four is you're going to want to understand convincing industry statistics. There's more statistics out there than I can even wrap my head around. Very easy to find. I recommend just doing a quick Google search, just mobile stats, and I think you'll be really blown away just about how many stats are out there, and really just the rate at which mobile is growing. So definitely understand some industry stats. Number five, understand the difference between mobile apps and mobile websites. Understand the differences and how they can benefit a business in different ways. Mobile websites are great for customer acquisition. Mobile apps are great for customer loyalty. So a mobile website will bring customers in the door. A mobile app will bring them coming back. So definitely understand how they work together, how they're both important, and how when used together, a business has a complete mobile marketing strategy. Six, utilize Business CRM to keep track of your sales. It's included free. It's a really useful tool. If you don't have a CRM that you're currently using, definitely check it out. Play around with it. I really think that you'd see sales significantly increase if you can just keep track, kind of see where you're at with your customers. And number seven, probably the most important, is to always be following up, always be closing, always be reaching out, explaining the benefits of mobile, always be trying to close the deal like, hey, would you be interested if I gave you maybe 10% off the setup fee or maybe the first month of hosting free? Always be closing, always be trying to push them to the point where they sign the contract and they are now a client for your company. And that's, again, probably the most important part. Always follow up, always be closing. And that pretty much wraps it up. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to check out our help desk. As always, check out all the video recorded material that we have available to you. We have a wealth of webinars, video tutorials, and everything in between. If you have any specific questions too, we have a giant support staff ready to help you. Just shoot an email over to support@businessapps.com, and we would be happy to help you. And again, I definitely appreciate you guys taking time out of your Friday to join me in this webinar. This will be recorded, so I'll be sending it out again. And I hope to see you guys next week. Enjoy your weekend. I'll see you guys soon.